Good morning, hope you're well. Hope you had a lovely weekend. Ready for another exciting week in the markets. I won't say week of action because we've got too much action, do we? But there's some things setting up today which are looking like they might stop later on. Not much right now, but I'm recording this just after the open of the week. So yeah, there's not much happening right this second, but there's quite a few that might start later. There's a few pairs or a few currencies that are ready to move, it seems. So let me show you what I'm looking at here. Okay. All right. So the first one we'll look at is EuroCAD. We've had rejection of this resistance level. We have a MACD divergence, you see down here. Very strong one, so much lower highs than the MACD, but higher highs on the price action, which implies that we're going to have some lower prices. And so we've had bearish day on Friday, and looks like that might continue today. So what do we see on the price action here on the 1 hour chart? So the 1 hour chart is giving us a strong breakdown through the 1 hour and the 4 hour 50. It hasn't pulled back yet. And it's kind of, it looks a bit false, doesn't it? It's not really trending very nicely, but it's pulling back a little bit, then breaking down and pulling back a little bit. It's just broken the daily 20, which is this thin red line. So we're looking for it to pull back for and it lines up with the fib, kind of, for CPO. But there's a big but in here. EuroCAD has another 8 hours before it's likely to set up for an entry. Look at the MACD. We see that there's a MACD divergence going on here. Not a massive one, but it's definitely a higher low on the MACD, but a much lower low on the price action. So that for me is a big warning sign. We see what it looks like in 8 hours, but the chances are it won't look very pretty. So I'll put it on secondary. Not quite written off, but not looking very good. We'll look at dollar CAD next. Again, we've had this kind of consolidation, and it's now seems to be breaking down. Friday's candle was looking a little bit weak, wasn't it? So we had a bearish down Thursday, and then Friday kind of stalled there. Is that a level? Maybe it's just a little bit lower. These lows here, perhaps. Or maybe the low is right down here. Anyway, so Friday's action doesn't look very good. And then if we look at the 1 hour chart, we can see although we're getting lower lows, the MACD is very strong on this one. So I personally would write that one off as waiting for a pullback and a short play. And maybe we'll pull back to 4 hour 50. Either way, the price action is not very nice. All right, now let's take a look at lots of them that are hopefully going to start later on. Now, this is a good one. A Euro Aussie Swiss. We can see here that it's beautiful doji on Friday. And this is also a swing trade. So if you want to take this as a swing, you can do a short trade here. Enter just below where we're at there on the close on or the low on Friday. Stop just behind the highs, and you can trade that back down to the day 20. I'll be a little bit more aggressive if you like, and turn to the daily 50. These are always too fat, but 2% on there. That's not too bad for a reversal there. What's it called? Yeah, trend reversal. So that looks pretty good for a swing trade. Now, if we go to the 1 hour chart, we can do better than that. So can we do it? Do we have an SBO, which is a swing breakout? If you know any day trading strategies, we have Probably a trend line about there somewhere. Just broken out of. You probably missed the entry for the SBO. It would have been just as a matter of interest, would have been a short trade. Probably late session, not a great time to enter. Hopefully get a pullback and a retest. Maybe you can enter on the retest. Or you could even enter on the 1 hour break. It's kind of broken now, but that's with the gap over the weekend. So if it does break up and then break down again for a break of the 1 hour 50, we can do this. We can do a trade enter then on the 1 hour 50 break on that close, the candle. Stop just behind these highs, lows down here, which is the daily 50, which is this green line. Now we've got a 3% trade. So that looks even better. Or we can just wait for a clear break and retest of the 1 hour 50 and get an IBO short in. IBO A or B, not the C, bracket is miles away. A or B, probably an A. We haven't really had a trend change on the 4A yet, I'd suggest. So it'll be an IBO B. But still looks very nice. Opportunities there. Let's go look at Aussie yen. So there's a few Aussies in this. I'll speed up a little bit as we go through. Could be here all day. We've got another level here, which has been rejected quite nicely. And a bearish day on Friday, looking for some bearish action to continue. Seems to be a bit of a gap, opening gap there. It's been closed. So we're looking for that to break down, pull back, and then we can, I'll just draw this trade in. Be an IBO short. Somewhere around, I imagine somewhere around here. We do the fib, which might be something like these highs. It's about here somewhere. So this actually it's about here. And it's a bit too tight. Yeah, maybe about there. And pull back to here. Entry, stop. Trade under 4 hour 50 is a safe option, which is only 1.7%, or you can trade a little bit lower, but not much really, because the daily 50 is just here. I want to trade through that. So there's a couple of percent on offer there. So that's looking quite nice. Quite a few Aussies, so look out for the best one if they do set up. Aussie Kiwi. We've got two lovely little small candles here. We talked about this on Friday, the very bullish run followed by a doji. So it wasn't really enough deceleration to know if it's going to continue or pull back. And the deceleration really happened on Friday as well during the day. We've had a very small candle there, looking bearish. You could even have to trade that as a reversal. Now we've had some deceleration. As a swing trade. So a swing reversal, you could trade that short down to the daily 50. Or over here on the 1 hour chart, we can have looking for a break of the 1 hour 50 where the opening gap closed. So break down, pull back, and then we can trade that short down to the 1 hour 50. So it could be a nice little IBO. No, not really an SBO on there, but you could take it as a break of the 1 hour 50, an SBO. And then short does mess around here, break cleanly down. Stop up here somewhere. And the beauty of the SBO I like is that you can, you've got 2% there, you can trim your stop, maybe go behind these highs here. Making it almost 3% trade. So that's looking like a few options there. Aussie dollar. Again, very nice little deceleration candles there. Again, a swing trade would be on. So as we talked about for the last couple of pairs, and also we're looking for a break of the 1 hour 50, pull back for an IBO short. Could be a nice little IBO short there. Trade that down to day 20 or lower. That seems to have a bit more room for some profits in there. So SBO maybe. Is there a trend line? Trend line's probably already done. Friday, but IBO short looking pretty good. Let's split up a little bit. Swiss yen. Swiss yen pulled back to daily 2050 zone and rejected, hanging around for a few days and rejecting it. Not that clean because we're still kind of sideways action for the last week, but looking like it might be breaking down. And here we had the IBO on Friday. Not a very nice one because of the sideways action. But if we get a nice clean break lower with new lows, pull back, that'd be a perfect little CBO trade short. So that'd be a CBO short. We need to see lower lows here first, and that could be quite nice. Euro Aussie. Euro's been a bit weak, so we've had the euro breaking down, and it's stalled at this level. Deceleration, nice little stalling candle on Friday. Very slightly bearish, pretty good level, or a very good level actually. Got these highs all here, a very major level because of those bouncing off those highs. No, it's acting as support, so we're looking for that to go long. A quick pullback to the 450 perhaps, or a little bit higher. We've got a level. I can't really see an ABO triangle at this stage, but there may be one forming. Maybe there's a triangle going to form here. We need to have another test here, another rejection. It could be a nice little ABO. See how that works out. Otherwise, we just wait for an IBO, clean break, retest, and then trade that long. Euro yen. Euro yen, again, rejection of the daily 50 and the support resistance level. And it's essentially breaking down. We need to see some new lows in there to really confirm it. And on the 1 hour chart, similar thing. Clean break below the 450, pull back. And depending on when it pulls back, either an IBO or it would be a CBO short. So that's a good option there. Euro dollar, not my favorite. It's a bit messy for our strategies. But it seems to be stalling here and rejecting and with a bearish candle on Friday. So maybe that will continue short. Not the best price action. But if you do get a clean break below the 4 hour 50 and a pullback, that could be a nice little CBO short. Okay, 2 more to go. Pound Aussie. Similar to Euro Aussie. We've had good deceleration to this level. Is it strong level? There's a few things around here on this level. Need to go back and check it for yourself. Seems to be a major level here. So this projection here on the monthly, and also over here as well, and maybe over here. So I think if you go back further, that's quite a strong level. We're still in there for a few days, looking good for a pullback. Maybe you could take it as a swing trade long. Not much room to the daily 50 though, so not looking that great. What we're looking for here is a break of the 1 hour 50 and a pullback, and then an IBO long. Nice IBO long. Yeah. Stuff will be around here somewhere. Well, that's very tight. Maybe it's a bit too tight. You know how your fib works out. See how that one lines up. Last one, Kiwi dollar. Still at this level for quite a few days now. Looking like it needs some kind of. We have a MACD in here. Yeah, we do. MACD, quite a strong one. MACD divergence on there. So looking like we are having lower prices, and on the 1 hour chart, very sideways. So this trend line broken, very sideways. So we need to see. I wouldn't even be interested in IBO there. Actually, I'd take it lower. You see a nice clean break of the 4 hour 50. Wait for that for confirmation, otherwise I might just get more of this chop. So CBO long, I think, is the best option there. So there we go, a few things to look at. Okay, good. Hope you found some of those on your creating of your watch list, checking the charts. Good luck in the markets. There's a few things we might set up later on. A few things, yeah, just keep an eye on the markets. Just warming up for a new week. And it's an FP week, I believe, so we'll get stuck into that later. Lots of news around later this week. Right, I wish you all the best. I'll catch up with you tomorrow. I'll see you then. Thank you.